Take a breath. Life feels like a lot. Your mind's racing, there's always something to do. Or maybe everything looks fine, but deep down you want more. Imagine feeling calm in your body, clear in your mind, and able to handle whatever comes your way, even the morning chaos. I'm Kobe Pollock, mindset and wellness coach, and this is your invitation to come back to you. Search Kobe Pollock Coaching. This is my recent radio ad. If you're local to Bundaberg, you would have heard on 93.9 Hits FM. It has been a journey of stepping outside of my comfort zone and really owning who I am. So that's what I want to speak about in this episode today. So I'd love for you to just stop for a moment and take a breath with me. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Wherever you are today, just focus on that breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Because what I want to share with you today is not just a story. Allow this to be your invitation, your permission to step into that woman or that man that you want to become. When I first heard my voice on the radio, there was something that happened. Like I was sitting in the car, I was driving along with the kids, and at this time, for the first 3 days, it was on 8 times a day. Like that just seems crazy to me. And leading up to this, like going into the studio, sitting there at Tracy's microphone and recording the podcast with Brendo, it was so much fun. It was me being that woman that I wanted to be. And I had a great time with it. I really love sharing my voice and sharing my story with other women because it helps so much when we can relate to others. And so when I heard the radio ad when I was driving in the car, the kids were there, something shifted. And I realized something really powerful. That I used to be that woman that would have talked myself out of that. Oh no, I can't be on the radio because everyone locally is going to hear me. People I used to work with at the hospital, the mums and dads of my kids' friends at school, the teachers, my doctor, the people I come across in the street, my family. They're all going to hear me. And so in the past, the things that I would have said to myself, I'm not ready for this. I'm not good enough. Who am I to do something like this? And the thing is that if I'm truly honest, those thoughts didn't just disappear. It has taken a lot of work. It's taken me working on myself to be able to rewrite my story and create this vision and this life that I wanted to live, which I am truly living today. And to step out there and say, hi, my name is Kobe Pollock. I'm a mindset and wellness coach, and I can help you to live the best life that you want to live. Because I have been through all of that. I've hit the lowest of the low where I did not want to live anymore. And I've been able to rebuild my life, to learn the tools and the tips that support me, to study neurolinguistic programming, breathwork, to combine all of that with my own experience and my nursing background, to be able to provide people with the step-by-step and proven way to shift their life, to get out of the survival mode, that fight-flight mode, and to step in a place of true clarity in your mind, a calmness in your body, and pure confidence. Now, in saying that, it's not like I have this confidence there all the time. And I've spoken to a client about this recently, and she didn't believe me. When I was a child, I was that shy little girl that did not talk to anyone. I was that chubby girl that was shy, would go bright red if I had to say anything in class. I felt self-conscious. I felt like everyone was judging me. And I cried every day of primary school from grade 1 through to grade 5 because I didn't feel good enough. Doing the deeper work, working with someone that believed in me so that I can shift my own beliefs. Oh, life-changing. And within 3 weeks of working with a coach, my life had shifted so dramatically. I was excited about life. I was hopeful about life. I could see all these visions coming to life, these questions about, wow, what can we create? What could be possible? One of those really big possibilities was actually stepping away from nursing majority of the time and into my own business, helping women every single day. It's what brings me so much passion because I know what it's like to feel so stuck. And now I not only get to do this for women, but I'm also doing it in workplaces, supporting workplaces to have a really great mindset to support our wellness and our nervous system. Because when your team at work can be working and functioning at a really great capacity and communicating as well, NLP helps with all of these things, then your business will thrive. Why not invest that time and money into that to see what is actually possible? Now, one of the things that I used to believe, and this is the whole thing with coaching and NLP, is that it's about shifting our beliefs. So I used to believe that in order to do something brave, I needed to be a different person to who I was. That is not the truth. I felt like I needed to be more confident, more certain, and more healed. I was limiting myself by believing that. I'm still the exact same woman that I always was. I have the same voice, the same doubts that creep in, and the same life. Most of the women that I work with are not stuck because they're incapable of shifting things. They're stuck because they believe every single little thing that goes through their minds. And this was me. Every I can't. Every what if I fail. Every what if people judge me. When you believe those thoughts, of course you're not going to move. Of course you're going to stay in that same place that you've always been. What if you looked at this in a different way? What if you looked at these as patterns? And all you need to do is start to shift your belief and those patterns in order to change. For example, when I say, take a breath, this is a tool because when you slow your breath, your nervous system automatically calms. You come into your body and get out of your mind. Then you can actually choose. You can choose a different thought, a different belief, a different action, and a different version of yourself. Let that land for a moment. And that's exactly what led me here. It's those small moments of choosing differently, of choosing me, and building that evidence. The evidence that I can do hard things, like make a radio ad and be out there everywhere for people to see. Evidence that I could trust myself, and evidence that I could actually still move even when I didn't feel ready. This is my invitation to you. If there's something on your heart, if there's something that you want to be doing, something that you keep thinking about and you're talking yourself out of. I want you to pause. I want you to take a breath. And I want you to ask yourself, what is it that I'm believing right now that might not actually be true? Your life doesn't change when you become someone different. It changes when you choose differently. The clarity, the calm, the confidence, it all comes when you choose, not because everything is perfect, but because you chose to move anyway. And this is the work that I do with people. It's about recognizing the patterns and the beliefs, identifying where you want to be. It's not about fixing you. It's about allowing you to see the patterns that are keeping you stuck. You've just been living inside the patterns that are no longer serving you. So let today's podcast be a reminder to you. You don't need to be more confident. You don't need to be more ready. You don't need to be a different person. You just need to take a breath and choose differently. Thank you so much for being here. If this podcast has resonated with you, please share it with another person who needs to hear it. Please like, subscribe, and share so we can get this podcast out to as many people that need it. Until next time, take a breath.